Over the course of the last decade, electric powertrain vehicles have gone from environmentally focused novelties to increasingly ubiquitous machines being offered across pretty much every automotive and motorsport sector. From family wagons, vans, and sedans to pickups, commercial big rigs, and sports cars. And it's this latter category that's hugely benefited from the last decade's rapid advancements in EV powertrain technology, ultimately giving way to a myriad of vehicles that aren't just impressive by electric supercar standards, but by supercar standards in general. With dozens of startups and established players tossing their respective hats into the proverbial EV supercar ring and vying for lap time and spec sheet supremacy, recent years have witnessed a massive influx in electric supercar and hypercar offerings. And with new models popping up on a monthly basis and the number of available options constantly ballooning, we thought we'd take the time out to unpack these pinnacles of proton-powered performance and round up the 18 best electric supercars. Aspark Owl. It's hard to find a better example of the strides being made in the contemporary EV sector than the Aspark Owl. Everything about this vehicle is insane, from its radical appearance to its otherworldly 1.69-second 0 to 60 mile/hour runs, to its price tag of nearly $3.2 million. This Japanese supercar is built around a carbon fiber monocoque chassis that's adorned in carbon fiber reinforced polymer bodywork. Aston Martin Rapide E. Based on the pedigree and performance of its existing cars, you can expect Aston Martin's inaugural E supercar to be impressive. But with help from the crack team at Williams Advanced Engineering, you can expect the world. This touring-ready vehicle delivers heavy on class and comfort without skimping on the raw performance specs, with the Rapide E generating 602 horses and firing off 0 to 60 mile/hour runs in well under 4 seconds. Audi e-tron Gran Turismo. While Audi's touring-focused, fully electric e-tron GT may not pack the most ponies at just under 600, it's nonetheless an incredibly nimble machine, especially for its size, achieving 3.5-second 0 to 60 mile/hour runs. The sporty yet plush cockpit boasts the latest and greatest in high-tech displays and instrumentation. While outside, the e-tron has a sleek and futuristic design that's still readily identifiable as being part of the iconic Audi family. Dendrobium D1. Taking ample inspiration from low-profile Le Mans racers, the Dendrobium D1 is an over-the-top hypercar built for speed. The original design for the D1 was actually penned back in the mid-90s, though it wouldn't be until 2016 that noted race outfit Williams Advanced Engineering brought the designs to fruition. The vehicle is adorned in incredibly unique all-carbon fiber bodywork that the company calls a Protocell carbon tub. Draco Motors GTE. A $1.25 million fully electric Grand Tourer born out of Silicon Valley and supposedly the world's most powerful GT model at the time of its release. This quad-motor-driven vehicle takes a much more sensible approach when it comes to daily drivability and family hauling duties, while its 1,200 horsepower powertrain still enables it to brake well into the 200 mile/hour range. Ford X Webasto Mustang Lithium. Developed in collaboration with Transpotec powerhouse Webasto, the Mustang Lithium is an electrified version of the iconic American pony car. Kicked along by an EV powertrain comprised of a 5-power dual-core motor married to an 800-volt Webasto battery, boasting double the output of Tesla's Model S, the 900-horsepower Mustang was designed to be a true driver's car, fitted with Recaro race seats, Brembo 6-piston brakes, 20-inch Forgeline rims, Super 8.8 Torsen differential, track handling, pack, carbon fiber side skirts and lip, and a fully operational 6-speed manual transmission. Genovation GXE. Starting with the new Corvette Grand Sport. That then receives another $750,000 in an EV powertrain and other various performance upgrades that enable it to go generate an enormous 700 horsepower and 650 foot-pounds of torque. Limited to only 75 units globally, the GXE is widely recognized as being the first electric car to break the 200 mile/hour barrier. GFG-style Kangaroo. Something of a cross between a hypercar and a sporty SUV, the Italian-designed GFG-style Kangaroo is a bona fide hypercar with genuine off-road capabilities. Two sets of 240 horsepower motors powering the front and rear axles propel the animal monikered machine to sub-4-second 0 to 60 mph times, while its 90 kWh battery pack affords a 280-mile range on a single charge. Love travel suspension, crash protection, and gobs of power. What's not to love? Hispano Suiza Carmen. The first automotive offerings unveiled after the Spanish marque was revived by descendants of Damian Mateu, the co-founder of Hispano Suiza. The Carmen is a fascinating blend of old and new. The vehicle boasts an unmistakably Art Deco-inspired aesthetic, while still sporting a few modern visual touches here and there. Meanwhile, underneath the retro-flavored bodywork lies a thoroughly modern setup, including a 1,000 horsepower powertrain, double wishbone suspension, and an ultralight carbon fiber monocoque chassis. Top speed 150 mph limited. Karma SC2. The Karma SC2 is a cutting-edge prototype electric supercar that packs a whopping 1,100 horsepower and a mind-blowing 10,500 foot-pounds of torque. A 120 kilowatt-hour battery pack affords a generous 350-mile range, all while still being capable of clocking lightning-fast, sub-2-second 0 to 60 mph times. The gadget-laden roller also gets a triple high-def camera mounted under the windshield, which is electrochromatic, and FMCW LiDAR sensors that capture 360-degree video. Lotus Evija. Priced at over $2 million a pop and limited to only 130 specimens worldwide, the Evija was touted by Lotus as being the first ever fully electric British hypercar. With a carbon fiber monocoque frame, 1,973 horsepower on tap, and a weight just north of 3,700 pounds, this 200-mile-per-hour plus hypercar offers world-class performance while still affording an exceedingly reasonable 250-mile range. Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG electric supercar. Upon its release, Mercedes-Benz's SLS AMG supercar was introduced as being the world's first fully electric supercar offering. While headway has obviously been made in the EV area since this car's launch in early 2019, though it still generates some impressive figures with its 4 independent motors and 400-volt lithium-ion battery, which make a combined 740 horsepower. Nextev Neo EP9. Massively benefiting from the company's experience in the Formula E Championship, the Nextev Neo EP9 is another blisteringly fast, fully electric hypercar. On top of a $1 million price, 200-mile-per-hour plus speeds, and a 2.2-second 0 to 60 mph time, upon its release, the EP9 proceeded to set a new track record at the world-famous Nürburgring Nordschleife EV Ring. Pininfarina Battista. Penned by the legendary automotive design powerhouse Pininfarina, the Battista saw the Italian outfit take its first crack at a supercar of the proton-powered variety. At the heart of the beautifully designed machine was a liquid-cooled 120 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion battery paired with electric motors and a torque vectoring system that allowed for sub-2-second 0 to 60 mph times, 180 mph speeds in just 12 seconds, and top speeds of just under 220 mph. Porsche Taycan 4S. While not exactly cheap considering its 6-figure price point, Porsche's Taycan 4S is nonetheless a much more accessible offering compared to the vast majority of the other entries on this list. Bestowed with an overall more practical air to it, this German-built auto boasts a 79.2 kilowatt-hour battery that allows for a range exceeding 250 miles. There's also a very well-appointed interior that includes a 10.9-inch infotainment setup. Rimac C2. Another ultra-high performance offering built around a custom-designed carbon fiber monocoque, the Rimac C2 was marketed as being the fastest car in the world upon its initial release in 2018. Offering a 400-mile range thanks to a large 120 kilowatt-hour cell, the vehicle is also bestowed with high-tech Level 4 AI capabilities and that unmistakably exotic, low-profile supercar design. Roland Gumpert Nathalie. Roland Gumpert's Nathalie is the world's first electric supersports coupe powered by a methanol fuel cell that allows for its enormous 530-mile range to be fully replenished in just 3 minutes. The thing also boasts a state-of-the-art instrumentation setup that displays cornering forces and performance figures, and a sleek yet understated bodywork design that wouldn't look too out of place on the street. Tesla Roadster. Elon Musk and Tesla made headlines when they unveiled the latest version of the American-made Tesla Roadster. While its 1.9-second 0 to 60 mile/hour time, 250 mile/hour plus top speed, and 620-mile range were all undeniably impressive, what stood out the most was the 2020 Roadster's flat-out insane torque figures. A claimed, keyword claimed, 7,375 foot-pounds, which is 6.25 times as much as the latest Bugatti Chiron. We hoped you liked this video and we want to know which was your favorite. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button and the bell down below if you want to make sure you never miss out on important new information like this.